Sometimes it takes a friend to tap you, to make you notice, so that nose you hear sniffing in the eyes you see glistening. Feeling deep in your stomach when you're reading the message spelled out by your feeling. Like a breeze in the twigs, the shadows they keep casting. It takes one to know one to keep me occupied. A break in reflections, like a mirror as I realize I'm fine now, I'm not that scared at all. Call into action, but thoughts that seem harmonized, like two halves of an equation, divine inception. Stop what's before my eyes. I'm fine now, I'm not that scared at all. Brave young heart makes you look much older. All is fire makes you feel much colder. Time to waste and space to flourish in, sitting back while the waves come flooding in. Let me out, let me in. Brand new scales for your perfect skin, dipped in deep porcelain. Wide awake just as you fall asleep. It takes one to know one to keep me occupied. A break in reflections,
Well, hello. Hey, howdy. Let's make sure my mic is actually working. I don't want another repeat of last time. Okay, it's working fine. I'm Ken, your local fox. If it's your first time here, I'm a very low-energy streamer thanks to a little thing called sleep disorders. I focus on RPGs, mostly first plays, though do play other things, and I love to play old favorites on stream when I can. I'm what, now? What do you mean? What's happening? Oh. Yep. It's time. Okay. All right. Last time I made the horrific decision to shave. So now I'm certainly looking different. Menacing. Look, a nose wiggle can be menacing too. Right. Okay. So I was tracking down Ruby. Harry's supposed to be Harry. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know he was going to take off the mutton chops too. He looks so wrong now. Okay, right. I was tracking down Ruby, and to do so, I came to this village where they was the last place last place Titus had looked for her. So I suppose I should probably ask around.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
Ah.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
Oh no. That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way. Point to the sunken vehicle.
Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
It's an installation. Very conceptual. Wasn't feeling it. It was an accident. I'm sorry. I got drunk and apparently drove it into the sea. Official investigation has been launched by me to determine just that, ma'am.
That's great. Until then, you should maybe start thinking about the funeral.
Sire, she doth not believe it wasn't you.
Let's see. Are you suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all.
What an odd thought. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Our life world.
Life world? Someone's been reading up on last century Gottwaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
All right, I'm in, but organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? what music to play at the wake. Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
Let's see. It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities, like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area, or...
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example.
You like the Capri funeral idea?
I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Who?
I'm looking for a suspect who might have stayed in this neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently, over the past few days. She might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning. Ooh, there's a 4 in the morning now? Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Really? Are you sure you're not also looking for Nadia Harnancourt? Or Ignis Nielsen? Or the great lost city of Ace under the waves?
Can be like focus, you bum, and cop's clothing. Read that with the wrong cadence, but yes.
A lot of stuff.
Let's see. I guess so. Doesn't feel... Let's see. Yeah, that's what cops do.
I guess that makes you into some sort of terrier. Either way, I can't help you out.
Terrier. All right. Be seeing you. All right.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about? Let's see.
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
Let's see. Let's see. This isn't about the Union, you know. You don't have to worry about retaliation.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another Union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, but we'll be back later if we find anything suspicious.
I'm not going anywhere. Perhaps there's something else the village can do for you, huh? Though we don't have much here. Just garbage and a skiff or two.
And what's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
I get the feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. Huh. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting even through the night. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Those would be the dance music enthusiasts in their tent.
What else is on down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Anything else of note?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
Okay. Who'd want to come to a fish market here?
No one. That's why it's closed. It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else.
All right, got it.
As I said, it's a peninsula. There's no one there, just ghosts and vagrants, and teenagers making out.
Goodbye. I'm off. How is everybody today? I had meant to ask. I need to get better about asking, that sort of thing. Alright, and the jacket has been cleaned. Pain threshold and half light. Not bad. Okay. Let's go see if this is actually his jacket or not. I mean, it wasn't his jacket, but he claimed it. Well, you know. Exceptionally tired? Yeah, I feel that. Hope you get to be less tired later. Getting out of work around. Yeah, that is a significant change. When you're used to the longer shifts, getting out earlier is nice.
Sunset.
Here's your jacket, fresh washed.
My jacket?
Yeah, the one you had me clean the seagull shit off of.
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
So you're saying this isn't your jacket?
Foam? That's medium concept stuff, not my style at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you should lay off the booze. It's fucking with your head.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and girlfriend.
I went to the trouble of getting you this for you. Take the jacket, or your loss. I'm keeping the jacket for myself. I can take the jacket.
You know what? Fine. Maybe I can pawn it for some booze.
Hi, good thinking.
Seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Okay. Be seeing you.
The legend, he's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and a little speed to spice things up.
I see. So I can... Oh, no information here? Okay.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Kids, have you seen any bad people around?
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
Then we're definitely doing it.
Oh, nope. Already gone through all those. And I'm not calling the kids stupid in front of the kids. That's just...
Hello, mister.
Do you know any... Oh, are the twins outside your brothers?
Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
Look identical, right? I said the same thing.
They look identical.
Do you know anyone named Ruby?
Ruby. Ruby. My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can, but then Uller.
Oh,
Kids.
okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right. Well, I guess there's still some places to look around. Guess I'll check that one. There's a little shack down this way. Maybe there's something there. Or not. It's the exact same stuff as last time. I was wondering if maybe there might be clues here now that I actually have something I'm looking for. Guess I'll head further up the coast. Oh.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley, craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware.
What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
What about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played with them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn.
Dead dog?
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant.
That's enough.
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Can I get around this? I guess I'll have to look for another way around, if there is one. I don't think I'm going to be getting through anytime soon. Oh. A door, a building, a hiding place. Could the instigator be inside? Huh. I don't see any particular way inside, but I guess I'll ask the father and son if they have seen anything. But also...
You see, a once bright, a slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Oh, alright.
Hello again.
Let's see. You look like someone who has money. Do you have any money? No. Looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off. He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
Okay. Friendly and familiar, huh? Oh. Something down here. Slit in the concrete. A sewer.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
Bum, bum, bum.
Calling.
I'm tired.
A man answers, fast this time. His voice is hoarse from cigarettes. You hear typing in the background.
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while.
I'm tired too.
If I could go just 1 month without writing, no, 2 months, I could regenerate my brain. Fucking liberalism.
The man disappears with a sigh. You do not hear the customary disconnect tone, just silence in the handset. The machine is still waiting for you to dial a number. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens. Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying.
Huh. Alright, let's give it a try.
You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial. Then pull down on the number. Then move one up. And repeat the motion. Twice.
Uh-oh.
Strange. This is not how you started before.
Wait, what did I just do?
You dialed 001. This is not the area code of Revachol. It is another destination on another Isola. Some far-off nation-state. 005 is Revachol, ZOC. 001 is Grad, on the Gradian Isola, where the telephone was invented. The next 2 digits you dial are the area code for the city of Mirova.
Keep dialing.
414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air.
Keep dialing.
1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider. Every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal, like a bell tolling.
There's more?
Yes. 451-67451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks.
Finish it.
451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. Headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection. An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away, a distant network of phones. Calling. Calling in the night. The saddest sound in the world. Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Kim? Let it call more.
Calling. 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 Calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
She sounds sleepy. I want to die? Oh. I can't tell you who I am. I have a secret plan to win mankind 3,000 years of peace on the planet. Hello?
Who is this?
Who's this?
Dora. Who is this? The connection is bad.
Dora. The name feels like a gift. A gift that was meant for you. To make it possible to live.
Oh no. I think... Oh no.
In the distorted distance, you hear someone turning next to her. Bed springs rattle. Don't react. Whatever you do, don't react to that last thing. It doesn't matter if you react or not. You still think you hear a man's voice in the background. It's covered in pain and white noise.
Goodbye.
A sigh. She heard you, but she does not hang up. And neither do you. You can't.
Oh no. I think I'm stuck for what I must do. Your voice is so beautiful.
It's you, isn't it? It's you.
Oh no.
What?
I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that.
Is that you?
This is too much. You need to recede.
No.
Silence. The connection falters. You hear her last words repeated back to you in an echo.
Is that you?
Alright, I guess I have to...
You're not ominous, Harry. You're drunk.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
I'm not drunk or high. I'm just hurt. Why does it hurt to talk to you?
Oh, God.
Say nothing.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
Sounds like she's looking for a clock on the nightstand.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
Do you want a party? This is an awkward conversation. I want to talk about me. Who am I? You sound like you know me.
What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
Ouch.
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain.
Let's see. Let's, heart attack, sure.
Please stop. Please, let's just hang up.
Alright, let's give it a try.
Your hand isn't moving.
Oh no.
The headset hisses in your ear with evil sadness.
Oh no. Where are you going in 2 hours?
To work.
No response, only a sigh. The connection crackles like burning paper.
The longest phone call imaginable. Hanged man.
She does not answer anymore.
None of it matters. Not anymore.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money. Run to the church, home, anywhere but here. Anything but calling her again.
Don't make me call again. Okay. That was a very dangerous phone conversation. Alright, look around here. So I wasn't aware that that could happen. If you random dial enough, you will randomly dial the main character's, well, ex-wife. I think it's fairly obvious that's who that was, even without the knowing beforehand.
The smell, it's awful and familiar.
Awful familiar. Awfully familiar. What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
Oh dear.
It is death. It must be.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
These floorboards look rotten and weak.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Examine the kebab wrapper.
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads, Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
The cigarette package?
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content.
Ah. And the tear.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find.
Uh-oh.
No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness. A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Well then. Damn, okay.
Hold on.
Yep.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
How long ago did the lady ask me to find her husband? Because that is very obviously her husband.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself.
Damn.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body.
Alright. Study the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. A cool leather jacket with a bolt of blue? Oh no, this sounds terribly familiar. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole.
Ugh.
A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark.
Examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years.
The surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist.
The man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
It's hard to say.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Tear all around us.
He looks at two other bottles near the coin-operated viewer, then at your yellow plastic bag.
I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
Wasn't planning to, this time.
True. It feels disrespectful.
Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too?
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Step back. Feeling that'll probably, send it tumbling.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Okay, well, we know who it is, but let's say it anyway.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
Look south the way you came.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
A dead working-class man with a bottle in his hand? Don't deceive yourself. You know who this is.
We know who this is. It's the working class woman's missing husband. Dead on the boardwalk.
The woman you met at the book stand? Why do you think it's her husband?
Let's see. Library card. You're supposed to return with the book. No. Leather jacket. Matches the description perfectly.
The bright blue lining? Well, he's definitely someone's husband.
Okay. Well, what do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Let's see. What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the parks.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
Think he was drunk?
Oh, yes.
What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
Let's see. Someone should be held responsible for this dangerous boardwalk. This broken door boardwalk. It's dangerous.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean.
Right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
Well, what should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
What about a field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma and leave it at that. Let's keep this detour as short as possible. The sooner we get back to finding Ruby, the better.
I think he's right. Alright, let's leave it at that.
Good call. The guys at processing can take care of the rest.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, let's do it. Found him, we should finish this.
Alright. We should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from Mikey and Emma. Let them know we are taking the case.
Okay. Catching stray cases. Okay, the library card found in the pocket of a dead man on the Martinez boardwalk. Still slightly damp to the touch. The cover bears the stamp of Jamrock Public Library. Jamrock.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Huh. Look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
Good. We should give them a call from Mikey and Emma. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
All right. Out of order for years. All right. When I happened up there, I Assumed that was a drunk just lying against the bench. I mean, I guess that is technically true. But a little more permanent. Right, I can do this now. Or maybe I can't. I need to travel to a... I guess I need to travel to a set distance before I can fast travel. Can I fast travel from here? Yes, I can. Weird distinction.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
Close the door. I noticed something just now.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
Not the filth.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
Damn. Wish that was me.
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your jacket grow heavy. The cold finds its way under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
What is in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
What's down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
Beyond that?
Coal City, end of all lines.
Run your fingers through your dampened hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
In the east.
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Shake your shoulders again.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. You realize you have no shoes on. Your feet are red with cold.
What?
From the corner of his eye, the lieutenant gives your feet a worried glance. Rain drips from his glasses.
I should probably do something about this.
The lieutenant nods, then looks east.
What's there?
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
Beyond that?
La Ducienne, King Dries passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
What's across the distributary?
Couronne, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
And what is beyond Couronne?
A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide. You have never been there. They don't need the law east of the river.
Motherfucker. Okay, what's below?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the Revolution. Doors leading down to Le Royaume. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
To the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. The news at noon.
And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. The lingering odor of decomposition mixes with that of damp soil.
And the south.
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
And the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
What is Jamrock?
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home.
We're the hood, we're the hood, we're the hood. That seems like an odd reference to throw in. Sure. Where the hood at?
I have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Why am I not there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Don't mind me, I'm just becoming one with the city.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's above?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. I'd recommend you put on your coat.
Good call. And then I didn't. Alright. I've got 2 skill points still to spend. I think I'll continue holding on to them for now. Right. I'm going to check on the ice cream maker to see if it's thawed out enough yet or not.
This orange machine is dead You slip your fingers under the frozen...
Didn't Sona give you a perfect tool for this?
Equip the multi-tool.
Okay, thank you. I was hoping it would be thawed out enough that I could just handle it, but...
This orange machine is dead still. It has...
Still locked. Physical instrument.
And an electric free...
Alright. I need... Searchlight division. Wasteland of reality. All right, you know, I'll try implementing. Yeah. Wasteland of Reality. Let's give that a shot. The thought cabinet is really useful. Let's see. Hopefully I can get something that will raise the physicality. Alright, I don't need that for now. Okay, let's report that body.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Please connect me to the Jamrock Public Library.
Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to the librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
Male librarian answers the call.
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
I'm looking for information that you can, any information you can provide about a Billy Millon, a reader?
Billy Majon, you said?
Majon.
Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
He puts down the receiver.
On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange desk lamps far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves, looking for a paperback.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Let's see. Yes, the home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
Okay, continue.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Do you have any other information on Billy Majon?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
Someone answer from far away?
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Good. You have a name now.
Okay. How did your colleague know it was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Okay. Can Marie describe to me what the husband looked like?
Marie? She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second.
Literally playing a game of telephone.
Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Thank you. That's all we, Thank you. That's all for me. I have no other questions.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
Okay. Did you find any more about the owner of the armored boots?
Yes. It took some convincing, but I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
I mean, to be fair, working in a place, sometimes you don't think when someone's asking you stuff on the phone.
The lieutenant leans in to listen. notebook in hand.
Shoot.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Cortenaer. That's Ellis Kortenaer. Exact date of birth unknown. He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February 09.
Oh, we have a name now.
He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2.
Holy shit, that's fucked up.
According to Clausia, Lele said his real name wasn't really his. Perhaps that's
This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the Eastbrand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Semenine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol.
Wait, he was found in a leaf compactor?
It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So I thought it would be good for you to know.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
Any information on his foster parents?
None, officer. Sorry.
So all we have to connect to him to Crenel is the armor.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
a compliment from Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Not bad.
Well, we have his name and service record now.
The name. This is very good. Ellis Cortenaer.
Another skill point.
Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back names to anonymous victims.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions?
Not for you. Let's see. In direction of a regular law official. Some kind of superstar. Okay, there's a lot of still here to uncover in the thought cabinet. Okay, let's go regular law official. A touch of the regular. 4 grams of Johnny Normal Cop. Who would have thunk it? You, the extremist of all cops. You said some pretty boring things back there, and now you have 2 choices. You can either leave it behind and forget it, or you can utilize your normalcy. Yeah. Just normal things. Okay. I want to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
Unidentified middle-aged man, height 170 to 175 centimeters, dark hair and medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, and hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No, it looks like an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
He's from Central Jamrock Public... it's from the Central Jamrock Public Library. Belongs to someone named Billy Mejan.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I'm done with the radio for now. End call.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering.
All right, close the door. I should probably horrify Harry's partner, and by showing him his shaved face, since I came out here to see him.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Okay. Oh, nope. He doesn't want to say anything about it. Okay. Could have sworn there was... Who are you? Oh, right. You're the, yeah.
Always a pleasure to... Yellow man! I mean, officer.
Aha. Let's see. Composure. Let's raise that composure. To give this check another try.
I mean, officers.
Let's see. Okay, 58%. Alright, give it a shot.
Okay, he's shifting uncomfortably, but you can't make head or tail of this sound. And honestly, it's rude to stare, so stop.
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kutsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you have a problem with Sealites?
No, no problem at all.
You're literally a crypto-fascist, though.
Sounds like some conspiracy topic. You might be able to discuss it with him when the lieutenant isn't here, if you can remember it.
Thank you. Gotta be careful what you say these days. Thank God you have to. Alright, let's see.
Yes, what is it?
Alright, I bet you liked that, didn't you? Let's be honest, that was some first-rate karaoke.
Okay. Yes, that was pretty good.
What? No. No, 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 no. There are universal standards of good out there, and that was just complete shit.
Jean, he's not right. Treat him like you treat McCoy's little brother.
Lieutenant W. Freighter, John Archetype McCoy's younger brother, Lance McCoy, although a man of 32 years, will mentally never surpass a 6-year-old.
Wait, John, Lance, who are these people?
No idea. Just passing on information stored in your fractured neural cortex.
Thank you, Encyclopedia.
And I'm not going to pretend like he's got a learning disability.
Let's see. Maybe it didn't go as well as I thought.
You think so?
It was very nice. Different, but good kind of different. I liked it.
She's lying. Hated it. They all did.
She's lying. You have a blue uniform, and mine is black. What does this mean?
It means I'm a patrol officer, sir.
Okay. Goodbye. Okay. I guess I'd better follow up with the wife. Oh, she's not here. All right, into the apartment complex. Okay.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
It's my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
Oh, I uncovered it, did I? Where was it? Jamrock Shuffle. There it is. Confusing behavior. By now it's clear you like to look inside containers. You like to open doors and see what's behind them. Maybe secrets? Maybe more juicy containers? Let's be honest, you like all containers. Trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, secret containers left behind by the Philippian kings that hold forbidden relics. Okay, you haven't come across any of those yet, but one day... Wait, why is he so hell-bent on opening containers? Do you think he'll find the Holy Scepter of the Horb de Montague? Containers are the key to these games. It's true. And the keys are to the containers. If you really think about it. I don't have any more skills to put in. Alright.
A plaster cast, honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
Not anymore. Alright. This was... Nope. Okay.
Give me a moment.
I'm looking for Billy Majan. Do you know where she lives?
It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Majans in apartment 20 upstairs. It's one of those doors on the balcony.
Thanks, I'm off. Oh, wait. That is the balcony. Okay. Wrong balcony, though. It's the coal room. Forgot about it. Right, okay. Right, there's the balcony. Let's try this door first since it's closer.
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20.
That's the one.
Something smells good. Soup à l'oignon. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
Okay, hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
You hear light footsteps passing by the door and some folk music playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Majan. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Let's see. Do you have any advice on how to tell her?
Dad? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Good advice.
All right. I think I'm ready.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Hello? Who is it?
A voice calls from the other side of the door.
And someone turns down the radio.
Is this Billy Majan's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
Tidying up. Nervously. There's fear in her voice.
Come in, the door is open.
Already sat down. Can't they afford curtains?
It's you from the bookstand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
Oof.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. Your condensation from stepping inside. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stops, her eyes trying to read answers from your face.
No, this is something much worse. Is he in a hospital? How bad is it?
How about some small talk before you break the news?
Oof. Okay. You live here with Victor, your husband, right?
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie.
Let's see. I remember you mentioned him at the bookstand.
They came home later. They're good girls.
Where's everybody? I don't see anyone home.
The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is out.
That feels like a leading question. I don't want to ask that, but it won't let me not ask it.
No. Why? Do you have any news?
Let's see. I don't want to prolong this, so...
She folds her hands across her chest. You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
That was a high check rating for an impossible. Okay. God, do I just say he's dead like that? Let's see. I'm very sorry to say, but your husband was found dead on the Martinez Boardwalk.
What did you say?
Very sorry for your loss.
Oh.
Oof. She touches her neck. Eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
She looks at the kitchen table where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray.
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
Let's see. It's an accident. Still to say, but at first glance it seems like he slipped and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
We don't know yet. This is a hard one for me. Yes, alcohol may have played a role, yes. Don't particularly want to lie. You may have played a role.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It's hard to say at this point.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
No words, just give her the lieutenant's handkerchief.
A small, terrified smile quivers on her face as she takes the handkerchief and wipes away the tears. She looks disoriented.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
Let's see. No. Take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She nods, with a wretched expression.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact information.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me.
She runs out of breath. Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
Set the library card by her. Leave the room. That's rough, buddy.
You did well.
Let's see. Yeah, sorrowful scene. Game gets its emotional hooks in you, I'll say that. The lieutenant says as soon as you've left the apartment, the balcony feels cool and quiet, with a stunning view over the district. Let's see. Could I have done more? Okie doke. What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
And that's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Right. This is closed then.
Let's go.
End.
You should return to the boardwalk now that the body has been taken away. There's something you need to see.
What do you mean?
A little something that your visual cortex has put together while you were away.
Oh
no. It's one of those show, don't tell things, isn't it? You can just stop by whenever you're close. It should be quick enough. This door is made of metal. No one answers.
We should return in the evening.
Alright. Let's see. Alright, I'm not anywhere near a fast travel, I guess. Maybe I can fast travel once I leave the apartments. Alright, I guess, okay. Now I can travel there. Okay, the fisherman's shacks, the church. It's up this way. Hey, Cody. You're just in time, but you did miss an emotional gut punch. As one does.
cold sea breeze stings your face as you step on the boardwalk. The body is gone, but something still lingers in the air, and high above it, against the grey, a luminous wheel of pleasure, and all things bright.
Oh.
Its wooden frame creaking in the wind. 12 red cabins form a circle that stretches from the engine below to the flocks of seagulls up in the sky.
Yeah, if you played this before, then it's probably fairly obvious what the gut punch was. I have a high visual calculus. I don't know if that's actually what triggered this or not, but let's see.
What are you looking at?
It's the pleasure wheel. Study the cabin. No, I'll whisper to Kim first.
The what now?
The pleasure wheel. It used to take up the whole pier.
What is going on with you, detective?
Let's see. Let's see. I'm just thinking about the pleasure wheel. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me. Something's coming apart.
Detective, it's been a hard week. I don't think standing here for much longer is going to do either of us any good. We should get moving. Running gets the endorphins going, no?
The pleasure wheel stands still on the boardwalk. Its 12 red cabins suspended in the air.
Study the cabins.
The little wooden gondolas dangle in the wind. Their seats empty and floors littered with old ice cream papers and discarded tickets.
The game has a lot of really gorgeous visual touches like this, especially with the visual calculus. It makes the detective putting things together in his head very interesting.
The pleasure wheel stands still on the boardwalk. Its 12 red cabins suspended in the air.
But yeah, with a high visual calculus, you see a lot of imagery like this.
There's a ticket office made out of an old gondola. Its wooden frame, the same shade of red as the ones above. A sign mounted on its side declares, 20 centimes for the ride of a lifetime. There are hustlers, addicts, rag and bone merchants, even entire families, if they're particularly destitute, who've turned these cabins into huts and homes in the poorest parts of Revachol.
Oof.
The pleasure wheel stands still. Some waves come crashing against the boardwalk, shattering the mirage.
Okay, he is gone. Probably best not to walk onto the pier after all that. Or to the very edge of it, at least. Gone. Okay. Nothing over here. Try going further up the coast. Also almost impossible to get a fire going this near to the ocean. Nope, can't go that way. Guess I'll look further up past the church. I should probably ask the teenagers near the church, too.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
Could that have been used?
It hasn't been opened in a long while.
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
All right. I guess I needed Kim to figure that out. No? All right. People at the church it is. So how you been, Cody? Let's see. Get across here and check at the Oh, nice. Well, I hope it was a good one. What kind of cake did you have?
Hello again.
Need empathy for that. Have you seen a red-haired woman around?
No.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
Let's see. That's good. No neighbors to complain about the noise when you get the club going.
Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
Sounds so hyped for it. Nice. Right. Is that boat always here? Or is that the, okay, yeah, that's the little town down there. Okay.
Come on, get in. The warm stuff's getting out.
Alright, squeeze in.
We barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
Actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says,
Hardcore!
Is it?
It's hardcore!
You're just gonna keep saying hardcore, aren't you?
Skipper danger. I am the rearranger.
He sure said it.
Your cop training did not prepare you for this. What to do? Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
Solve the egghead.
With the tape recorder acknowledges your return. When he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
This is hardcore.
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
What is it? I mean, really?
Yeah!
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yegs and args. This produces a guttural Gotwaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it.
Yeg.
Or maybe it's not Gotwaldian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from, judging by his name.
The Y to the E to the A 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 to the G to the H to the exclamation mark. Yeah!
He missed one A.
You missed A there. I held mine with 6 A's, so you have to yell with 6 too.
I'm the hard rhymer, the track attacker, the mic enforcer, the sixth checker. I am the law. Back to the heavyweight jam. Hardcore.
All right, so say nothing. What is it really?
This young man, or maybe it's not
Meg.
He missed one A.
You missed an A there, but that's okay. I'm a pretty lenient cop. Hardcore! Howdy, Squeaky Possum. Squeaky?
It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice.
Yeah! Hardcore.
We're close.
Let's see, we're close, huh? Welcome back.
True, hard, full, car.
Say nothing. Still say nothing.
To the mega.
All right.
Here comes the night. We're close. True, hard, full, car.
Nothing. Nothing. More nothing.
Internally coherent.
I was wondering if you know who killed the mercenary behind the Whirling in Rags hostel.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeko Kata, the place to be.
Is it though? I mean, it might be hardcore. Let's see. I'm beginning to think this really doesn't have anything to do with the case.
It's the message, so listen and you will...
Maybe I'll ask one of the others.
So, how are things going?
What's the deal with Egghead? I want to talk to him.
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
He's a quiet man who yells, skippity, skippity, try in the picture. Yeah. What's the master of ceremonies?
You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans. He's a performer, gets the people going.
Interesting, sire. A bit like you, then. An MC for short.
Okay. How do you communicate with him?
He's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
Have you ever really talked to him?
Sometimes, when I stumble and find my way into his centre, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself.
Goodbye, officer.
All right, you back here.
Talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Lloyd. Good.
Skin shows through the holes in the Speed Freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
He runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness, and sometimes, it continues to fiddle with some gears. Sign?
Gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
Suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
I get it. Yeah, I shaved. Absolutely bad choices were made. Let's see. Saw a sticker on the padlock. Can you tell me anything about it?
A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Okay, it's a yellow circle, a human face with X's for eyes, and a smile underneath. I think the X's mean the guy is dead. The Noid. It's true.
Good. What did you want to know?
Was I right? Is the dead guy smiling?
You're the 23rd person to get it right, and I've asked 23 people. Looks like it's a dead guy smiling to the entire human race.
Okay, what does it mean?
He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths.
Sure.
Present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
I'm thinking we should sell this.
Should be sold, but not by us.
What makes the sticker so modern?
Simplicity was brought to us by a classical soul artist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss haunting him. The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
Okay. You come up with this stuff by yourself?
Not alone. Many people are thinking the same thing right now. There's a gathering at the Elysium. The beat is the same for all.
I think we've exhausted the subject for now.
I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
Let's see. Why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
I don't understand what that means.
See that? Further sign matching would be good for us. One way to achieve sign synchronicity would be by getting us into the church.
Okay. Tell me about the machines you saw in the church.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor, some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked-up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
The People's Republic of Samara is a product of Revachor's sister revolution on the Gran Isola. It's known as a severely degenerated rogue state.
See. What's wrong with the supernatural?
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it, though.
The supernatural. So you think it's real? That it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Are signs all right now?
Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment.
What?
You heard me.
Okay. Well, we'll try to make progress with the egghead.
True, hard, full.
Nothing. Say nothing. Say nothing. Say nothing.
All right, yeah!
Please tell me what exactly you are doing.
Get the people going!
I see.
Request! I want everybody as close to the stage as possible.
I see.
We're close. True, hard, full, hardcore, hardcoreism, internally all core, all.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore! Ah!
An agonized roar over the feebleish, obviously not too hardcore beat below. No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
Just answer the question.
But there was no question. We're close. True, hardcore, hardcoreism.
There's certainly a lot going on here. Or very little.
Hardcore!
Sure, so hardcore.
Is it though?
That's what I was thinking a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit.
Okay, we'll crack this egg eventually.
Hardcore! Hardcoreism, internally coherent. All core! All.
He furrows his...
Hardcore! Ah! Is it though?
It is.
What is it? I mean, really?
The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
I feel like we're going in a loop here. In a circle. An oval?
The skin on your back is crawling. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore. There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal.
Oh no, he sent me into a shivers moment. Let's see. You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51.
He is pretty amazing. It's always entertaining to come across a character like that.
Isn't something holding it back from being hyper?
Hyper? Oh, one moment. Okay, sorry about that.
It's like it's only ultra.
Only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
Ah. It's proto, not hardcore at all.
Culture cop! I think you might be right, but how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police. I've tried making it, can make it harder core. Especially like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question? Try to think of anything, if anything could make it harder core.
Guys, there's something happening in his head.
Think even harder.
Oh yeah, he's doing it.
I've never been hyped, man, about thinking specifically.
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
My imagination fails me.
No, so does mine.
Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question, what is the question?
This is the answer.
Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police. Let's see. Actually, it's more likely to hinder us. I can't help you with this right now. I need something else. Something extra.
Yeah!
Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's see. Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation. No war, but class war.
Tell me something, egghead. Uh-oh. Almost, breakthrough. Let's give a 3% check a try. Wimpy bot. Yeah, I have... It's worse than usual, even. I normally have 1 point in physical instrument, but I've got some, things brewing in my thought cabinet. Egghead must be a treat to interact with high psych stats.
No, that would be silly. Your body isn't for thinking. It's for robust, wholesome things. Things like discus, javelin, and 400-meter hurdles. Discus.
That seems unlikely. Why are there lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love.
Why are lungs for love? Well, actually, we learned this last session. You could have a drink first. I could, but I'm going for a no drink.
When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back. Yeah!
Why wouldn't they be? Are the lungs not the place where you hold the breath of your soul?
Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah!
Love! In a woman's lungs! Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid! This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on, because I've never loved someone like you before!
Alright, goodbye, egghead.
Alright! Here comes the night!
Regular law official. You've done it, Harry. Whatever else you are, you're also boring now. It was not easy. You spent most of your life trying to funk up every nook and cranny of your personality. When someone says something political, the first 3 thoughts in your head are a ludicrous hodgepodge of communism, fascism, and stock tips. When they ask you why you did something, it's superstardom, apocalypse, or the mea culpas of the flagellant cop monk. It's not easy reaching for the 4th option, the normal one, but you have. And now, you're not just crazy, you're also boring.
Alright. Minus Shivers, minus Inland Empire. All learning caps raised to 3. Hold up. Okay, that's quite nice, actually. That'll help. I became so normal that I stopped having the capacity of a non-body. All right. All right, check the church again, I guess. I haven't made a whole lot of progress trying to find Ruby, but it's not about finding Ruby at this point. Okay. Nope. Oop. Something journey over destination. It's true. Alright, the crab man is not in the awnings right now.
Yes, what is it?
Let's see. About the off-site copy you asked me to bring. Yes. Let's see. Nope. Okay.
Thanks.
Alright, have you seen anyone suspicious? Say a woman named Ruby?
What? No, no one's suspicious around here.
She has not seen her, sire. 'Tis true.
Alright. Oh, what's this? Of course, the tear. Potent Pilsner? Alright. Alright, I guess I'll go back to the washerwoman, see if I can get anything out of her. Convenient.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with? Just us. This is pretty.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Alright, I guess I wasn't able to... Okay. Is there a way to make a little money around here?
For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Alright.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Not much. Some things...
So, they don't...
No.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
I get the feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on?
Well, And now?
Those would be the dance music enthusiasts in the...
Okay, what else is down the coast?
You get to the church.
Apartments or electrical plant?
No, exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Love me an in-universe reason for loot boxes. It's true.
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk.
There's gotta be more along the coast.
You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
She drops a bar of soap into the bucket with a splash. Goodbye. Alright. Oh, what's...
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
I did hear a voice last time telling me to check under the floorboards.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though.
Alright, search through the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
Oh.
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber.
A bullet. Interesting.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
Okay, sure. Okay. I should wait for these things to stop cooking before I, let's see. Half-light, so I can... Yeah, especially this one, I need to wait for this to stop cooking before I try for the, ice maker again.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
A bullet?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You went to the room to her?
Yes. I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, bringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
That's for the police to find out. Right there. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday.
Early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Kim, she must have heard you, Kanema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you're coming.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
Cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else in there?
No.
The truth, sire.
What is she like, Ruby?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left a bullet in there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back towards the shack, thinking. Did you see any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made.
She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drifts to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Where'd she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boats, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
Okay. Heading back up north again.
She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Okay, further up the coast we go then. This place is huge. She's a needle in a haystack. You sure she didn't go somewhere more pleasant and less wet? I was really hoping she was hiding in the village.
It's going to be too much work for you to find her. Better for you to stay here, get a nice cozy fire going in the heater.
The felled electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
A few more questions about Ruby? Nope. Okay.
Yes, let's hear those other questions. One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She looks around. The air is getting colder.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Well, now. All right, head back to the mural. All right, just this way. Okay, I need to look closer.
You see, once a slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Felled electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. Felled Electrical, you only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Why do I feel like I know this place?
Indeed. Somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light.
Okay. Could Ruby be in here? In there?
She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Oh. want to... Let's see. Better shivers. Do I have anything that could help with shivers? I have no idea. Okay. Alright, so that went up shivers. Alright. Put that on. Give myself a little boost in it at least. Scented scarf. Okay. Boosted shivers as much as it'll go.
The once bright mural towers above you.
Very good.
Feld Electrical, R&D. Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Made that awful call. Reconstructed execution. Found the empty trap. Death notification. Found the jacket.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was he even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography.
How do you know, Kim? You weren't here for that.
And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if that fails, if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again.
Sure.
Already. Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs. And then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What's happening?
She's down there.
I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
The wind told me. Let's see. Ever since I woke up, maybe even before, I've been getting these strange cold spells.
Yes, cold spells. So basically your hangover is telling you she's down there?
Let's see. The wind told me. Yes, I can literally talk to my hangover. That's how bad it's gotten. Call it a gut feeling.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
Oh no. There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we could climb it, enter through the roof?
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
What's this?
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotting boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the fell building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access.
Take a closer look.
Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in there?
A thin layer of snow gleams inside the pipe.
What else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
And?
And nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Could we get into the Feld building through this pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
The lieutenant pushes aside the reeds and looks around.
He means the pipe must be coming from somewhere in the building.
And it's right here. A maintenance door.
Oh, no. All right. A 3% chance. None of that. Get away from me. Bad bot. Okay.
You and the lieutenant lean all your weight into pushing the doors apart, but you're not quite synchronizing your efforts. They slam shut again before you can enter.
Little itty bitty baby body. Little baby man.
Let's take a breather and try this again later. It's very tough.
All right.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the situation.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
180 seems about right.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
What if I don't climb? What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Teleportation is a thing. Just needs a bit of concentration.
Okay, let's say teleportation is a thing. Wouldn't you need some kind of scientific apparatus to create a teleportation field? You can't just do it without apparatus.
What are they talking about?
The kid behind you whispers, asking his father.
Teleportation, Mikhail. It's generally thought impossible.
It won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
He is restraining himself from using a parental tone with you right now.
Okay. I'm not ready to do this yet. Alright. Let's up our savoir-faire. If we can, that is. Alright. That's a minus the savoir-faire. Don't want that. Minus the savoir-faire. Encyclopedia for the glasses. Ah, okay. That ups savoir-faire. Let's put that back on. Empathy shoes. Okay. Conscious. Alright, I think that's about what I'm going to get. Alright, well, thanks for joining us, Zira. You have a good night. Alright, I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it.
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop.
Saw Tiago climbing, so sure.
All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between you and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
do it.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. Your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
I did it, Kim. I teleported.
I just saw you climb the ladder. You just climbed it like a regular person.
Come on, man. Don't break the immersion.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear...
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring without backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
I don't know. That's a lot to ask, Kim. Central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. Okay. That seems stable. Glass covered by grime and dust. You can barely see out. What's this? Postcard. You should take out your flashlight. Tools. Ugh. You look ridiculous. I mean, still looks ridiculous, but at least it's not as bad. Okay.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Who's there?
What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim. Stop playing around and help me get the door open.
Push the doors open.
It's much easier from this side. The panels on the rails slide once you dust the sand off. With the help of your partner, from the other side, the doors open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
You ready?
Yes. Time to investigate these passages. Let's move quietly and not make more sound.
Okay. This collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. Antiquated office furniture? Last century, maybe. This overturned table is covered with orange mildew, crawling with something. Old file folders in the cart. Documents silver with mold. Ooh. Suit jacket. Series of thick, dusty panes of glass. In the beam of flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Ah. Hat. Revolutionary's hat. Stale fabric smell and dust. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed. Ancient flyers and brochures. These pots and plates are full of dust and spider webs.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Amateurishly depicted, eh? Brush the dust off.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly.
It's that Mazov guy. This must have been a hiding place of some naive leftists.
Some radical or radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
A long time ago? How long?
Half a century. This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
Okay. What's with all these secret bunkers, caches, or weapons caches? And yeah.
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Could it be connected to the Mazov bust we found in the students' room?
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
Could someone have stopped through here recently?
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Same slit in the window you saw from outside. Boot prints in the sand. One of the souls appears to be more worn than the other. Something in the air. An unnatural buzzing. The tunnel collapsed. You'll have to find another way around. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound. Oh.
There it is again. Like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
A pain, a strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
I saw them too. Footprints with the right sole worn smooth.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
Let's see. We know that Joyce knows about the other murder. But I may have other things to discuss with her. Do you think whatever happened to the will affect the cryptozoologist? How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
You think it'll affect our cryptozoologists?
You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected, but the situation in the city will get tense for everyone.
If it gets that tense, the amateur zoologists might not be able to do their job.
Let's see. We know Joyce knows about the murder, but I may have other things to discuss with her.
Yes, there won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now. but...
Oh.
If you must.
I'm not going to pack pedal. I think I should keep pushing. What do you think is waiting for us there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Alright, I'll save here. Just in case. Concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. Money. More money.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once, but her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
So remember that thing I said that it sounded like a communication device and not a weapon? I think I was wrong. Or maybe some strange admixture of the two.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Don't cover them.
That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones.
I might have to pedal back to get some healing items. Are you going to kill me too?
I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ULAN frequency, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Let's see. He's using one of those devices used to send signals through the pale on me.
Wow. Check out the big brains on you. You're not entirely wrong. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world.
That's, well.
At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
Me losing my mind in the pale so people can listen to the radio stations? It's a living.
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
Will I stay like this forever?
Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
How'd you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man you killed.
Yeah, let's
Who was killed.
talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops, and of herself merely as prey.
She's doing an illegal. I don't know. I don't like that kind of activity. I am a law. Please, could you turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
You're looking for a deal on mattress.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
The pain lessens.
She's carrying a 2-barreled front loader. Remain careful. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
Did you shoot Lely?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
Let's see. First to share your her suspicions. His girlfriend.
Oh. I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Let's see. Your own boys told us you were on the coast.
My boys?
Yeah, the ones you poached from Titus. And Titus himself.
What is this? I thought Titus and I had a decent collegial relationship. Oh, doesn't even matter. How could they be my boys when they're not even my friends? Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like. How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wait, wasn't it you who called me a human can opener? It's not personal. I opened them up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them a little.
I do it by asking questions. I have some for you.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Do you have an alibi for when Lily was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
No one takes a 15-minute leak.
Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar.
Damn, that's pretty judgmental, Kim.
She speaketh truth.
Did you leave any flowers for Claudia on the roof?
Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style.
These weren't just flowers, they were symbols of the revolution.
So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on.
Well, she was mourning.
I never did understand why, when someone dies, a hothouse's worth of flowers has to die too.
Okay. So you didn't leave Maybelle's.
No, I did not.
You're running drugs for the Union. I've been through your lorry.
Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
That really comes as a blow to her. Maybe twist the knife, just in case. Make her more desperate.
No, he didn't. I found my own way in.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
You had financial incentive. Can't trust anything you say. You had financial incentive to kill the merc.
To get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
Same, Kim.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
Turns the knob down just a millimeter. But you're threatening us with it.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
Oof. Would you say Lely was a likable person?
Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
You didn't feel sympathy for mercs. It's hard work.
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do.
Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but I don't think she's perjuring herself. She didn't hate him, okay?
I have other questions.
I'm listening.
You have a gun.
And?
Let's see. I can't quite tell what kind of gun that is.
Way 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
That merc was probably shot from a distance with a military-grade rifle. Otherwise, everyone at the whirling would have heard the shot downstairs.
Where did you get it?
The gun store.
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
Really? Trigger?
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that well.
Let's see. I see a front loader. Do you have another gun?
Sure don't.
The breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
There's other evidence I want to ask you about.
Yeah. Evidence.
Evidence? Okay. Let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages. And I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under floorboards?
Oh, you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat you out, by the way. Isabel, the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Why hide the bullet, though?
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Who killed the merc if it wasn't you?
As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversation.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window Made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
What happened? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity. She's refusing to adopt the demeanor of a cornered animal, a leader with no one to lead. She still wants to retain some control of the situation.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Did she also seem high to you?
Super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before.
Kasia said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
How did you manage to come up with a plan so quickly?
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Her idea?
In cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
Oh.
She lied to you about that, too.
That's bad that she'd be so calm.
I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Lely herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
What do you mean La Puta Madre agent?
Yes. You. Everyone says you're his peon. His human can opener.
Oh. I can't do anything about this. Oh, god damn it.
It's spreading to your left arm.
Help someone?
Screaming isn't happening on account of extreme shortness of breath. You're just making it worse.
Try to remain conscious.
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final. Lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker."
Well then. So. Pain and fear. Always pain and fear. So, I am going to... I'm going to load this up. I'm going to head back. I'm going to buy healing items. And then I'm going to come back here, save, and put it up for the night. I was not expecting to be health checked like that. I probably should have been. Yeah. I'll do that now so that next time I boot up the game, I don't forget. Okay. It's a lot to chew on, though. I don't know if I'll be doing anything different next time. Oh, right. Okay. Is that the one? Well, let's...
The cabinet on the wall is filled with medicine bottles, nasal sprays.
Okay. Well, let's first,
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
morale is more or less okay.
A small cabinet on the wall.
Okay, here. Okay, here. Okay, 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 here. Okay, 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 here. Okay, here.
Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Alright.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
I think I've stocked up enough well on those. Alright. Very good Indeed. I think that was a very good interrogation up until you had a heart attack. Yeah. That's the thing about interrogations.
A colorful...
Okay, let's see what's up here.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol...
Astra, Commodore. Alright, that's it then. Okay. Alright, let's start this by healing up. Then back up to the, back here. Okay, let's recollect our things. Okay. Pain threshold. I mean, you know, wearing a scarf is good for the pain threshold, clearly. We all know this. Alright. Physical instrument, shivers. I should probably go about buying more, clothing. Scarves naturally add a +1 to AC. It's true. But, speaking of which, the hell? Oh, something's wrong. Where'd you go? That's better. Okay. I needed to adjust that. Also, I'm totally not just slapping my keys, trying to remember which one it was. Feel naked without the scarf, man. That's not right. Oh, shit.
Your entire body is paralyzed.
It happened again. Is that, Okay. Let me make sure. Well, that was dumb. That was really dumb of me. Okay. This was the only real change. Alright, so instead of doing that again, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'll do what I just did a moment ago and collect healing items, but I'll do that off stream since, yeah. Okay. Now, let's see if anything's going on. I think it's best if I just go ahead and call it. I don't really feel like raiding in anyone right now. Don't think I have the energy. Okay. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. I appreciate it, as always. This Saturday at 7 p.m., Zane is going to be hosting his next session of Akmeros, the Pathfinder campaign that we've been playing about once a month or so. Yeah, it has been a bit of a cray-cray ride. If you would like to join us, or rather, if you would like to sit in and watch... Why? Okay. As I said, Saturday on Zane's channel, Akmeros, at 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Next week, I'll be continuing East Shade on Tuesday, and on Thursday, more Disco Elysium. Provided that I am not completely drained and sapped like I have been this week. Which, again, not a guarantee that it won't. Sometime this coming month, I am going to be streaming more, I'm going to be streaming some tabletop. I'm going to try to get a tabletop session going. Especially if I can get one going on the 28th, which is the day before my birthday. I would like to do that. That is the 28th of September, specifically. We'll see what comes of it. I will keep you posted. Okay. With that, have a good night, everyone.
When the light is running low and the shadows start to grow and the places that you know seem like fantasy, there's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.